Hey, welcome back. I felt pretty comfortable yesterday talking. I wonder if I would have felt this comfortable if I had never turned the air on. I guess one day I do have to test it, but it's not today.
This way.
People think I'm wholesome. I've gotten that comment a couple times, like, "Oh, you're so wholesome and nice and relaxing." I'm talking about the thing I talked about yesterday, the comment.
How do we not find these? Wolves never look up.
Well, I guess I never really thought of myself as wholesome, but I never really thought of myself as anything.
We'll find a way around you.
I guess the main thing I want to be is nice. That's the thing that always
Since they're
comes to
trying to
mind, is
kill
like,
you.
I want to be nice. Maybe just because I'm not cursing or being like super energetic and like in your face about like, "Ah." So the only word that comes to people's mind is when they want to compliment me is wholesome, which is a nice, super nice, crazy nice compliment. Oh,
It's Lily!
Lily. So there you go. You could put it together, right? What happened? We call her Lev.
Lily!
They call him. I gotta use. I've never had to do a pronoun thing. Oh. Ah! Oh, I think. I've never known a trans person. I don't think. I never asked people like what their pronoun is or whatever. I guess I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. Get him. I can get him. Nice shot. He wants to be called he, so you call him, right? You call him he. Ah. So we call him Lev. They call him, "I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna hit you with a thing." Wait, why am I not doing it? Oh. Don't. Ooh. So you can put it together, right? He shaved his head, which I guess is against the rules for the scars. So they kicked him out.
Did you hear what they called me?
Yeah.
Do you want to ask me about it?
Do you want me to ask you about it?
No.
Okay.
See, that's really good. That's a really good piece of dialogue, I think, because the audience can put together what happened. We don't need anything more. He doesn't have to explain it. But then later they do explain it. Like a lot more. It's okay if you explain a little bit more, but I think they get to a point where they over-explain what happened. He wants to be a fighter. He wants to be... And the girls, I don't know. They don't fight in the scar culture or whatever. I guess that's not true, but I don't know. He wants to be a he, and it's against the rules. So I guess they were gonna kill him, but then he just fled. It's a cool idea. It's a little cliche that maybe I'm just saying this because I'm like a religious person, but the religious group is the one who has the rules about not being able to shave your head and stuff. I don't know, an interesting way to... It would be more interesting if they weren't religious, because that would be a little bit different. It wouldn't be as cliche, but I don't know. I mean, it's true to life, so that's what they're going for, I guess. Was this a gaming studio? Okay, I had a note. Am I gonna climb this thing or what?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Scars built all this?
Seraphites.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It's pretty cool.
What's cool?
Like, impressive. Awesome.
Protect them.
I wonder if your prophet had any idea what she was starting.
She saved dozens of people.
I heard those air
Ways
quotes.
no one can explain.
She blew up trucks and killed some soldiers. Not that hard to explain.
Have you read her writings?
Skimmed some.
You'd benefit from it.
Sure.
It is good that these two Seraphite people, they still like, it's nice, I don't know. They still like their old religion. They're like, well, just the people were bad, and that's kind of like analogous, I guess, to religion for modern day people. Like, people are gay and they're still Christians. And you would be like the Abby character saying to the Lev character, well, why do you still care about these people? Why do you still care about this religion if they won't accept you for who you are? And he's like, well, you've never read her readings, or like that's the standard for the Bible. Like, you haven't read it, have you? I skimmed it. Then you don't understand. Lev is kind of like Pete Buttigieg, right? Tape. I don't know. It is even hard for me to think, well, if I was gay, would I still want to be a Christian? I don't know. I guess I am. It's bad to say this, but like, I guess I am glad I'm not. I don't have to make that decision. It would be hard. But Pete Buttigieg seems like he's doing okay. He's got it figured out.
What are you doing?
Just give me a second.
I was already there. I had a note. I was watching a Twitter thing. This is a little bit complicated. Complicated for me. I was watching this girl making jokes on Twitter. She had like this video where she was... There might be a cutscene coming up. Oh, this is cool though. I did kind of want to talk about this. We're at the top of the tippy tops.
Seriously,
How did they build this thing? It's ridiculous. I guess there's still more stuff to do. I was watching this girl making jokes about masks in politics, and it made me feel bad about watching John Oliver. It's easy to make jokes. All you have to do is be sarcastic, and sometimes that feels good. And when you're frustrated and you feel insane, like when Trump got elected, but be careful about what makes you feel good, because it's not always the right thing. That was the note. It's kind of a nuanced thing, and I'm not always good at explaining nuanced things. seeing this girl make jokes, she was making jokes about wearing masks and saying, she's being sarcastic, like I would be sarcastic. But she was saying the opposite of what I would say. She was being sarcastic about the opposite things. She was saying, oh, like the liberals want you to think that it's impossible to question the masks, and even though 2 people in China died from wearing masks. But don't think about that. She's being like sarcastic and making jokes like that. I obviously, or maybe not obviously, think that it's important to wear the masks, but I'm not a scientist. I don't know. I guess I didn't want to get into this, but I was reading this article recently, a couple days ago. I think it was an NPR thing, and it was saying, I was just reading how they do the death projections, and one of the people who do the projections was saying, if 90% of people wore masks, then it would reduce our projections by 60,000 deaths or something. That's enough for me. All you have to do is wear a mask, and you might save 60,000 people's lives. That's enough. She took a shot to the head, and she's not dead. Ah. Anyway, I didn't really want to talk about that. I've already talked about it, I think. I wanted to talk more about the seeing parallels between this girl and liberal people who make jokes. It's easy to make jokes and be sarcastic and be the person who's like throwing doubt on stuff. Sometimes it's helpful. Like it makes, like I said, it makes you feel. When Trump got elected, I felt insane. Like, does anybody else feeling this way? This can't be happening. This is ridiculous. And then you hear like Colbert make jokes about it, and you think, okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. Like at least he, or John Oliver or somebody, like at least somebody smart is making jokes, and it makes me feel good. But you have to be careful about what makes you feel good. Sometimes I get this feeling when I watch, what's his name? Seth Meyers. He does a good job too, but sometimes he's a little bit too, I don't know, I don't like what he says sometimes. It's a little bit too much. It's a self-righteous, I guess. Where am I supposed to go? Hey, why'd you do that? Can I kill this guy and nobody could see? I don't know. Maybe I should just try to... He's turning. Good shot. I don't think I can kill this person without her knowing. Oops. I think I could try that again. Be careful what makes you feel good, because it's not always the right thing. I know I can fall into that trap. I'm sure other people can too. If it feels good, you start to think, I've talked about this before, like you're on the right track with something. Like if it feels good, it must be right. But that's obviously, if you think about it, it's not true. It can't be true. Sometimes you have to accept things that you don't want to accept and deal with it. Is that guy dead? No. Where'd he go? Gonna kill him. Okay. Boop, doop, doop. Yeah, it's hard. I guess I'm just trying to think about myself more, and I'm talking a lot more, and sometimes when I talk about things, they feel good to talk about, but it doesn't make it right. Like, doesn't mean you're right about what you're saying just because it feels good. Which is hard for me because usually when I talk, it doesn't feel good most of the time. So then when I do talk and it feels good, I think, oh, I must be doing something right. But that's not true. I got him. She's gonna see me. I feel like I might have talked about that before. Oop. There's lots of them. I can do the thing where I do this and then... Where is he? There he is. Nice. It's like baseball when you're a first baseman. They tell you, and someone throws you a ball. You gotta work down, up. Oops, somebody can see me. So that's what you do when you shoot somebody. You work down and then move up to the head and then shoot them. That's my technique. Like this. Ready? Move. Start from the center, move up, and then... See? Uh-oh. Okay, so now I gotta go downstairs because they're gonna come at me. I gotta kill that big person. Where'd she go? Oh! Ah. There we go. What's in here? Let's use this rifle then. They're coming. Did that make sense? Like and comment if that made sense. I wanted to talk more about how it sometimes it can be... Ooh, I don't think I have to shoot him in the head, but... It can be easy to be the joke person. The person who makes jokes and who's always like, oh, I'm the joke guy, and I'm sarcastic, and everybody else is stupid. Sometimes the late night shows can be a little bit like that. Or like, what are you doing? You're just sitting at a desk and you're not doing anything. You're not helping anybody. Oh. Politicians can be terrible most of the time, but at least they're trying to do stuff. Got him. Oh. That's Final Fantasy X, isn't it? Why do I have that song stuck in my head? I think I need to pick this up. Is that everybody? Well, I think that's it for today. Oh. I'm not making as much progress as I wanted to. Let's finish this area. 20 minutes goes by quick. I got really sore this week, like crazy sore, from doing that stupid basketball thing on Saturday. I could still feel it today. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I could barely even walk. And it wasn't even playing basketball that hard. I hadn't done any exercise in a really long time. And I forgot what it was like to be sore, but it's kind of, I don't know, doesn't feel great, but it's kind of nice. You think it feels, it's a good kind. You don't feel hurt. Like if you break an arm, that doesn't feel good. But if you're sore, you think, oh, my muscles are getting stronger. Just psychologically, it's nice. That kind of made me want to go to the gym and run on the treadmill. This is the first time I've ever felt like, oh, I think I could do that, and it might be slightly enjoyable.
Fuck these scars.
Okay.
Seraphites, whatever. Yeah, fuck 'em.
Did he curse?
Seraphite cuss before.
Okay, I guess that's it. I don't have anything else to say. Still drinking my coffee. Thanks, Chelsea, if you're watching. It's been what, like 4 months? I've been rationing it. I'm almost done though. Maybe another week or two left of the coffee. I finally figured out how to make it good, and I like it. So thanks. And see you tomorrow.